here in Kochi?
How do I see IPL in Kochi? IPL, India Premier League. Yes, I mean, just for the example, the other day I coming back from the flight, on an Indigo flight to Kochi. In fact, the captain announced, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to let you know that IPL team is in this flight, and we wish them well. And everybody gave a big clap. The flight was full. I think quite a number of people traveling on the flight were coming to Cochin to witness IPL, the match, which was taking place the next day or 2 days later. The big advantage which IPL matches in Cochin will be, it will put Cochin 2 in the India cricket reckoning. And that will be a huge advantage. And by association with that, Cochin gets considered as a happening city where IPL takes place. It's a good place to travel to, good place to holiday in, a good place to work in, a good place to. It must be it has made it to an IPL. So IPL will then be considered as, will take place only in cities which have a certain kind of ambience, let us call it that. And therefore I think the fact that IPL is played here will draw attention to the many other assets of Cochin. The fact that it's part of Kerala. Kerala has a big image. Kerala is now seen as, the last 10-15 years, as a land to holiday in, a place to spend your money, if not to earn your money. People have traveled, Keralites have gone overseas to earn money, around the world to earn money, but they invariably try and keep a residence here, a place to come back to. Likewise, who are the people who come to Cochin? It's not the business traveler who comes to Cochin. The few numbers are there. Most people who come to Kerala are coming here because it's association with holiday. We have yet not made it into a business destination. People coming back home to visit friends and relatives is one reason to come. People coming here on leave travel, on people coming here to seek a unique holiday, well differentiated holiday from anything else in the country. Combination of physically about waters, about backwaters, about mountains, but essentially, I think the Kerala image is a very strong image. Kerala is in that sense, it reflects a kind of a dilemma. On the one hand, it is associated with you hear, see, in a parallel, let's say take Kerala and Bengal, what it has together is high education, the highest. It has got the left party is in power, alternatively. What does it do? So somewhere, in some senses, it's a place which is associated with bungs and strikes on the one hand. It is also a place which is associated with the lowest infant mortality. It's a place associated with high quality of living. So there are different situations. So tourism, travel comes to Kerala for an experience which is quite different. Of course, we are bounteous and well-endowed nature and unique waterways, all that is there. So IPL, an event like IPL, will put this into the radar of the young or the upwardly mobile of people. Now, India is so much fascinated with cricket, and if we were not involved with IPL, we probably would not even, it'll be something gap, there's a gap. It'll be a serious gap that Kerala or Kochi doesn't figure into, if it doesn't figure in cricket, it doesn't figure into their minds.
So does the hotel industry see a business in it with IPL?
The business and hotel industry will see that when IPL happens in Cochin, people will travel to Cochin and it's regularly taking place. See, Cochin has a half the year, like Cochin, Kerala, half the year we have too few rooms and half the year we have too many rooms. So the high seasonality in travel. In the times when holiday season takes place, October to March, there's a high demand, and in April to September, there's low demand. So events like IPL help to lessen the seasonality, make it, and it'll be another reason to come to Cochin, not just to come and otherwise Cochin will be considered as a gateway city for the rest of Kerala. But here it's a reason to come to Cochin, see the match, go stay in a hotel, go to a restaurant, go to a bar, buy some goods, maybe do a little backwater boating, and maybe short stays, and then go back. And then their appetite has been teased, and maybe they will come back and I must come back on holiday and spend more time. I will come with my family, with my children, with my wife. Probably they'll come together. So they will come with a mind for a holiday. Well, whether it helps business, in that way it definitely helps business and the economy.
Okay. And do you provide any facilities for the customers who are coming to the hotel during IPL match?
We do provide facilities for the customers who come to the hotel. So the question whether it is different during IPL and others, not really.
Okay. You show in the big screens in the IPL match?
Oh yes. When the match is on, for the city, not just people coming from outside, for the city, we have, when the test was taking place, when IPL taking place, the hotel bars, hotel restaurants are placed, and even the convention hall is a place where people congregating to watch the match together. And it's a time when, otherwise either go to the club or the hotel, or even at home when they will gather, where many friends will gather, rather than watching it alone. And there's a certain joy in watching it together, celebrating the excitement together of a nail-biting match outcome, as when India was batting and so many runs to be taken out, though of course it was probably foregone conclusion. But there's great excitement, and that excitement is shared by people who all of them have one common interest, that's cricket. And IPL provides, or the test provides that menu, which is commonly interested by everyone.
And sir, do you have any tie-up with franchisees?
The teams, the various teams that we have.
We have no tie-ups. I don't know what tie-ups can be there.
So tie-ups in the sense when they come to Cochin, they stay in your hotel. You provide them additional.
We have with the teams itself. I think they all have. It's only one single hotel they will need to go to. So either that hotel ties up because of large capacity. We do not have any tie-up with IPL team. Though we have with IPL authorities for some catering in the boxes in the stadium.
Right.
Or do you have?
We have some.
Okay. So, sir, do you see any hike in the business due to this during this IPL first match?
No doubt there will be a larger volume in the business. Two kinds of business: for day visitors and staying visitors.
Okay.
For day visitors, certainly, sometime an IPL match will the time when people say, "Let me go and watch this match. Let me go to this restaurant." Maybe with friends they want to go together.
Okay.
So instead of sitting at home and having a drink or having a meal, they all decide. So IPL will provide the kind of initiator. Let's go and watch it together.
Okay.
So therefore there will be a higher volume of people getting out of the home and coming out into the public facilities which hotels provide. From the point of view of the IPL match, I think the fascination of cricket is now so strong that there is preparedness among people from around India to travel and witness physically the match. That will, an IPL match being held in the city will definitely be one natural outcome of that would be that the occupancies of our hotels in that city will climb dramatically. People will come from outskirts, from Idiki, from Kochi, from Thrissur. They'll come here, watch the match, have fun, go to eat out, and then the IPL matches they'll spend the night here so that they can complete the next day's match. Yeah, see, that's of course only a one-day match. But having come here, they will stay the night. Plus, there are people who come from neighbouring towns and neighbouring cities like Bangalore and Chennai, as well as Mumbai. People will travel. That's why both the hotels and the airlines benefit immensely.
So, sir, last IPL match what happened in Kochi, Saturday one, do you see any hype in the response? People are coming to Kochi to stay?
I do think so, that people have come to Kochi to stay for the IPL match. People have been, there's a lot of publicity of IPL. There was about the match, about I think the teams are called Cochin Tuskers
Kerala.
And Kerala. There's a certain as I said, cricket being what it is, cricket holding so much interest, and IPL having taken its position, and IPL which comprised cricket 2020, and by unlike the old tests or by the later 50-over matches, now in this period it's like a quick football match, and
gets over in 3 hours.
That does bring people.
So you said there is two ways of enjoyment. One is coming here, gathering together and watching the big screen, and staying over at a hotel and going and watching cricket. So which one is more, coming together and watching the big screen or staying?
Both. I don't think there are people who live in the neighborhood, people who live in Monandurthi, they'll go back home.
Okay.
People who are coming from, let's say, Calicut or Idiki, they might choose to stay. It could be either in a club, it could be either in a friend's house, and it could be in a hotel too. It could be in a 5-star hotel, it could be in a 1-star hotel. But definitely in different sectors, there are people who are coming. IPL the stadium was full, and all the people who watched in the stadium, not necessarily from Kochi alone. Lots of people have come from neighbouring towns, neighbouring districts, and neighbouring states. So which means that Cochin, the fact that they come here would mean that they have to use a staying facility, which means a hotel, or a home, or a club, or a dining facility, which means a restaurant, and maybe they have a shop, maybe that. Tourism has many multipliers. The multiplier would be shopping, they might buy things, they'll go spending money, sightseeing. All definitely Kochi. The image, I think most important is it builds the image of the city. Image of the state, not just the city. That IPL has come to Kerala. What is supposing IPL did not take place in Kerala and took place in Chennai, Hyderabad and Bangalore and Mumbai and all the other cities of India, there would have been a big vacuum, a big blank. Luckily that blank does not happen. That we are also reckoned in the cricketing world.
So there's a hotel industry, a future for IPL in Kochi?
The hotel industry will be a big beneficiary of IPL in Kochi. The hotel industry will be one of the, not just the hotel industry. I think Kochi the fact that IPL continues to come to Kochi and play in Kochi will also generate other interest in Kochi, like creation of an appropriate stadium, an IPL. I think in a sense, an IPL community will get created. What is an IPL community? A community which has interest in cricket, which is young, and from that association of an IPL community, maybe there are spin-offs, which will be tourism and maybe even in a sense even that might even benefit industry. People will come, open their eyes, or let me buy an apartment here. Maybe it's a good place to travel. Besides travel, it's a good place. Maybe why don't I consider setting up my next IT venture in the Techno Park or in the IT Park which Kochi has. All these thoughts will come. Maybe otherwise, if he has not come, he knows Kochi. In the map of India, there's a place called Kerala, there's a place called Kochi. But coming and seeing is believing. And IPL enables seeing and therefore believing.
Sir, like other cities, we don't have nightlife in Kochi. So does IPL create, it would be a starting point for nightlife also?
With more day-night matches happening in Kochi.
Because most of the game starts around 8 o'clock. Only 2 matches are there in 4 o'clock and just 3 matches are at 8 o'clock. So does it create any nightlife?
Like other cities, well, the fact that an IPL match which starts at 8 o'clock, it will end at say 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12. That will encourage and initiate people to be out in entertainment places. Entertainment place could be a restaurant, it could be the club, it could be the bar. And in that sense, it will take away the when you say does Kochi like other cities, which are there? Let's say you take a city like Bangalore, which has, what is the nightlife there? I think Bangalore has come down very heavily against keeping the places open after a certain time.
They closed down the pubs by that time around.
About 11.
11 they supposed, but by 12 it gets shut down.
Yeah, so
There's some relaxation in the weekends and all.
but at the same time, each state, each community, each place has its own personality, which is not constant and not just IPL, because a host of other reasons it will be changing. So even when tourists come, a great opportunity is there in terms of keeping them engaged. See, in our climate, during the day, invariably it's too hot to be out there in the sun. Evening time is a good time. And today our nightlife invariably means, from a touristic point of view, there are some cultural shows which take place like Kathakali and others in some points, in some touristic centers. There are restaurants where people can eat, have a sense of local cuisine, and then the bars are there. One of the which I don't think is very creditable. One of the high points of Kerala's growth is that our alcohol consumption is among the highest per capita, is highest in the country. That's a dubious distinction. And I don't believe that nightlife is having lots to drink. It should, of course, I mean, it's not that I'm advocate of prohibition. At the same time, responsible drinking is also necessary. People to, and I'm glad that the police force is now out there in strength on the roads to ensure that drunken driving is not taking place. That, in a way, has seriously affected the turnover of the bars. Today, unless there's a designated driver who has not drunk, it is unsafe to go on the roads even after having a peg of alcohol. That's a good thing, and I think it is time that our society gets into these areas. But that aside, IPL is that creates from the drudgery of life is not just work and come back home and then go back to work. There are so many other things there about sports, about companionship, about having fun in a very healthy and a very elegant way. And that I believe IPL and such events will only encourage that. I also think, in some senses, the broader definition of Kerala, inclusivity, and IPL and associated with ostentation and extravagance. One question that arises, how does the persons who described as BPL, how do they benefit, or what is the relevance of IPL to that community? It's an important question. I would say that the raising the level of economic activity, raising the level of business means more livelihood opportunities, and more industry, more commerce means that more opportunities are available for people to come out of that dragonet called poverty. So in that sense, but at the same time, one must be very sensitive to that IPL association with only extravagance has to be balanced with what that event can create, to create economy, to create livelihood also.
Sir, do you expecting any support from the authority?
I'm only happy if they see the industry support from the government. I see no necessity for IPL purposes. Whether the industry or government, they are on one page, on one side, to develop Kerala's ability to create civil society, to develop Kerala's ability to create livelihoods for all its inhabitants. So, how the question is, do we expect any support from the government? I believe that tourism plays such a high role in developing Kerala's economy. If you look at the development, in 1980, Kerala's share of, for an example, of tourism arrivals to India was about 2%. In 2010, that has risen to about almost 18%. From 1 lakh, it has now come to about 600. From 25,000 people in 1980, is now about 600,000 foreign tourists. And in the case of domestic tourists, it's about 6 million. So these are all significant achievements of Kerala. From being a laggard state, or what is called a Dimaru state as far as tourism is concerned, Kerala now is as a high achiever. So the realization that now it is seen as Kerala's core competence and a great opportunity for Kerala. And the probably after agriculture, the biggest employer. And the rate of growth, it not only has had a tremendous amount of self-esteem to Kerala enterprises. Otherwise, when you look around the neighboring states, you see how Karnataka has gone in IT, you see how manufacturing in Tamil Nadu, you see how Andhra has gone. In this environment, we can boldly say, see how we've done in tourism. And how did it happen? Not because somebody came from outside and gave, not because the government, not because somebody came from outside and invested. It was tourism growth in Kerala was as a result of local enterprise. Local entrepreneurs did what they could, which was small, in a manner that they knew, which is local, and suddenly world class is now considered as small and indigenous. So it is no longer those big boxed structure, 500 room global brands which are holding sway. Kerala's success in tourism came from small and indigenous, small local brands which are competing effectively with the biggest brands of the world. And this fact also will be realized when they come to Kerala, when they will stay in a local indigenous hotel, go and stay in a houseboat, go into a homestay, and they will realize that there are so many sides to travel and tourism, and it is not just, in other words, I don't want to name any brand, otherwise there's a fascination that development or modernity means drinking Coca-Cola or Pepsi. There is, I think Kerala's big contribution is modern, and modernity can be there in a local way. And sustainability of ecology and inclusion of the community and adoption of local ethos are equally important. And first of all, and these are the facts which makes the place keep growing.
Sir, will you be part of branding IPL in Kochi?
I don't know what that means. That question.
There is two aspects in IPL in Kochi. It's IPL as an Indian Premier League, and Cochin IPL. Cochin team. So, will you be part of branding IPL in Kochi and branding Cochin IPL?
That question, will I be part of branding IPL in Cochin?
So it can be put in this way, whether you associate or you wish to associate with the brand IPL as a whole or with the Kochi team.
Do I wish to associate? I don't know what the opportunity, what is offered, what are the terms. It will all depend on that.
Right. So if at all there is an offer, you like to take it up. If it is beneficial to the business.
See, like IPL last year, Volvo came here. Volvo was that yachting competition.
Oh, right, okay.
That too is like IPL on a global scale. When international boats came here, and we were on the global radar. when boats have come to Cochin, they came to Cochin, and so we were associated with that with Volvo.
But is that because it is directly linked with the hospitality sector? The Volvo, the competition and all? Because we have more people coming out from outside.
Whether it's from, I don't see any difference. Whether from outside or inside, it's all the same. Yeah. Like these events are going to highly be beneficial, it draws attraction. And I would say that we will associate with IPL. Like we already are associated in many ways as a caterer. Maybe it's a good way to draw attention in the Indian market to, let's say, our hotel in Cochin, in trying to say that this is an IPL hotel. Stay here when you come to IPL to watch the next IPL match. If that, I see that these are all parts of any kind of marketing exercise we will do. We'll only be glad to associate with IPL in that sense.
You see an advertisement opportunity? We can advertise.
I don't know. Maybe to advertise in IPL, perhaps. I don't know. These are all. I don't say no. I don't say yes. These are possible. If you ask me whether you come out with whether I am an advertiser, I will say I don't know, because certainly IPL is a big force. Not IPL, it's cricket. IPL is one of the, using the, like made in Kerala, it is cricket, where IPL is now highlighted. So, if it's a test match taking place, or it is the World Cup. The World Cup, of course, was a event which is magna. IPL, there's not the same association. The World Cup draws you as the Indian team.
Okay.
The IPL is not an Indian team. It's a cricketing team. But the common thread is cricket, and cricket certainly has a great advantage, a great attraction to youth, to the young modern Indian. And I wish so too will football, and so too will other sports and other games. Like IPL, there's another activity taking place in Cochin will be the Kochi Biennale, which is an art event taking place in Kochi, which will equal to the Olympics of art, which will take place in 2012 in Kochi. And I think that will bring another kind of traveler, another kind of person interested in the arts of painting, and that is expected to bring about 100 or so artists of international fame.
So where is it happening, sir?
It's happening in Kochi, in Fort Cochin, Patanjali, and Darbar Hall.
Okay.
It's being organized by. It's a major event in the art world, and I think Bose Krishnamachari, the artist from India, and Riaz Komu, these are two people who are the people who are behind it and pursuing it. They convinced the Kerala government to come in.
Is this the first time happening?
It's the first time happening in India.
Every year this happens around the group.
Thereafter, once in 2 years, it'll happen. There are biennales taking place there's a Venice Biennale, there is the Rio Biennale, different cities have it. Now Kochi also will have it constantly, because art has now become a strong. There are many artists in Kerala who made national, international acclaim. Like but in cricket, of course, there are very few in Kerala have made.
Exactly.
But it attracts another. The community of art lovers will also be created. They might also be cricket lovers. They might also be football lovers.
So like other IPL team like IPL Kochi, Chennai and all, whether could Cochin IPL team is getting its importance in Kerala?
Here is something, Kochi IPL team seems to be a team which is auctioned by somebody. There is no relationship with Kochi. I don't see any relationship.
Only the name is there.
It is just a Kochi name. In that sphere, I don't see any great association Kerala has with Kochi IPL team. Who was the highest bidder got it. And the world of bidding in IPL is somewhat dark world. The world of black money and of practices of dubious practices. I'm not saying it is so. I'm just saying it's somewhat not seen as a in that part of it. I don't see why you can pick up any team, say, and call it Kochi team. What is the connection? Kochi has IPL team, I don't know. But that doesn't matter. But people have like cricket and they work. So the association of IPL is with cricket and not with Kochi. Kochi Tusker, you call it. It's a good cricketing team. Because it's called Kochi, how does it connect with Kochi? Maybe in time there will be people associate Kochi. Okay, the team which has our name, if not our players, at least one. No, I'm not such a great follower of cricket to comment on that. My own observation is all the controversies which have surrounded the auctions and all those things left it not in the best light. All the IPL and who are the people behind it. The way it was, it seemed to be commoditizing a sport. But then that's the way, I think the English or the European football and all that is then got to be auctioned out the highest bidder. That's the way in which advertising, commercial interest will become in. That's the way it grows. Otherwise, Indian Test cricket has purely as a sporting event, it has its limitations. By bringing in the commercial part to it, it seems to have given us new energy. Therefore, fine. But your question is, what is the association with Kochi? I don't know. In fact, I don't even know who the Kochi player who plays in that. But it doesn't matter. I think it's just about good cricket is played, the good cricket ambience is there, a lot of colour, lights, youth, and I think every home, in fact, I see old people. My wife's mother, for example, she must be 78. She's glued to the television when the cricket match is on. So it's been able to do things which I think is fascinating. How people who now they know the words like buy and googly and all those cricketing terms which I don't know. And I can ask her and she's been following it so religiously.
So from a businessman's perspective, do you feel or do you think that the team or the IPL Kochi Tuskers team, it should have its own stadium, not the one with the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium which is located inside the city premises? It should be taken out from the city, from a businessman perspective. Not needed.
I don't know what do you think? Should have its own IPL stadium.
It should not be restricted with the team's perspective, but with the business or the economic perspective.
See, creating a venue for IPL, I'm sure it will have its own. It will be a major investment into Kochi, major development into Kochi, and there will be so many other developments associated with that, like roads. It will create the fact that a modern cricket stadium is created, which is well built, which means more activities come into Kochi. So from a businessman's point of view, from a Cochinite's point of view, and a person who's living and have a stake in Cochin, I think it's a wonderful thing if it can happen. Of course, at the same time, I would also consider that it has to be in the context of Kochi ecology and preserving its environment. Nothing in balance. I cannot think that why IPL stadium will I'm sure tremendously will be a catalyst for the growth of trade, commerce and industry in Cochin. Making Cochin a greater place to live in, a greater place to shop in, it has so many what I would think is consequential impacts.
Indirect business generating out of that.
Definitely.
So with regard to the public transport system that we have in the city, do you find that the current system is capable of meeting the transporting needs of the...
Not at all.
With special focus on IPL, sir.
Not at all. Cochin's biggest issue is we have too many cars for our too little roads. Public transportation has to improve. Our road system has to improve. Maybe just as building IPL stadium, if IPL says IPL mobility. Now, let's say I understand IPL is somewhere at a Kochi.
The
stadium comes there. It takes a catalyst move into creating Cochin's water metro.
Water metro in what sense, sir?
Boats which are moving around. Maybe not IPL doing it, but it has a key catalyst role in that. Boats, government policies which will get these built, so that what it will be if to watch cricket you get into your boat from, let's say, in High Court jetty and go by boat to the IPL stadium. It will be so unique. No other city in the country will ever have that opportunity. Cochin's roads, being what they are, I think we have far too many road users for the too little road. So I don't know how long it will take for Cochin to have a metro, or how long it will take to improve our public transportation. But it is our public transportation that needs to be ramped up tremendously. If an IPL match takes place, how many people? 100,000 people?
Of course, sir, throughout the matches. Because we are expecting around more than 50,000 people
per match. So 50,000 people and come in together and go out together, make such a huge load. It would just bring the city, or that area of the city, to a standstill in the current situation. So building the arterial roads which will connect with otherwise the absence or the poor road connectivity to the IPL itself will be a great deterrent. If I have to get out of the hotel and it takes me 3 hours to reach the stadium, I might just decide I'll watch it on television. If I'm going to watch it on television, then I can watch it at home, in Idiki or in Bangalore, wherever I am. I don't need to come here. So success of IPL will require that the connectivity, the road connectivity to the stadium, road or the water connectivity to the stadium, vastly. Well, that will be you take Bangalore. Bangalore's growth in IT industry, tremendous achievement, has also resulted in the biggest traffic jam in South India. So much people are changing their habits. In the past, if I were to go to Bangalore and then I would go shopping, I would visit a friend. Today I will not step out of the place where I am staying.
Especially with a car.
With a car. If it's not with a car, what other choice do I have? And I don't have the. Even the bus is the same. They're still on the road.
Stuck out there.
Still on the road. So I have I'm sitting 3 hours on a journey which would normally have taken half an hour. So IPL contributing to Cochin's traffic jam is a big minus. And therefore, that IPL should contribute to widening the roads, building mass transit systems, building alternative transit systems like water are all important.
So, in your opinion, so how far can this metro, the Kochi metro, can replace or can solve this issue?
I don't think it makes a difference. I think Kochi metro is too little, too late.
Okay.
It has to be vastly ramped up.
Right.
We have I don't think why everything is so small. That really, some little areas have been covered by Kochi metro. Little. Makes no difference. Much of West Kochi, for example. But the big question is, do we have the political will, do we have the financial ability to do it, and the leadership? I don't know. Therefore, all dependence is not on Kochi metro. Alternative modes of transportation. There was the mayor of Bogota, who had come to Kochi a few months ago, who said that whose direction that the city's ability for public transportation, because a bus on the road is probably equal to 25 cars on the road. And one lane in Bogota has been reserved for the buses, and every 1 minute a bus is moving. So much so that everyone, you don't need to, even if you could afford to drive a car, you would much easier, more convenient. And I think the new buses that have been introduced in Kochi is a good direction in that, it's a good step in that direction. People not leave their cars, I think, unless we have a road system and the way our Kochi's population is growing, our economic prosperity, more and more people are moving from the cycle to the two-wheeler to the nano to bigger and bigger cars. If you go that way, Cochin will come to a standstill, complete standstill, because we will never be able to make the roads that can handle this kind of traffic. With that, this will be the doom of Kochi, of tourism and of IPL.